Arya, you're usually the good one. Are you having a problem now? Can you guys see what she did? I do some basic target training on them by putting their food in a little dish like this so that they just look for the dish and that's where the food is. Arya doesn't need it so much as Tyrion still does, but she bit the whole lid. She's usually the good one. Now I have to stay here while you try to figure this out because this is too good to not get on camera. What did you do? Are you in a predicament? How are you going to deal with this? Do you even realize what's going on? Look at how giant she is. I know she's mostly underground. I gotta pull her out soon. She is giant. She's gotta be way over 6 feet by now. She's an eastern black rat snake. She was a rescue from a glue trap, but she does very well. She doesn't really have any disadvantages or disabilities, I guess you'd call them. Except right now, you did something stupid. Or silly, because I know you're not a stupid snake. Let's see how you get out of it. She's gonna straighten out, I'm assuming. This is actually, it's ironic, because this is actually a smaller mouse than I usually give her. And she handles, this is a medium, I think. She handles the extra larges totally fine. Maybe it confused her because I only use this lid sometimes and it's white. So maybe she just went for it, but she should straighten out, release, and then grab the mouse's head. I might be distracting her just a little bit because I got a big rectangle right outside her tank, but this is funny, Arya, because you usually eat them no problem, and we have videos that can prove that. Yeah, you're gonna have to drop it. There you go, the bottom jaw is releasing, I think. The mouse tail's in the way. Look at how wide they can open that jaw. It doesn't disconnect. That's a myth, but it does stretch really, really wide. You gotta let it go first. Good. Okay. They do have tiny teeth. It's kind of like Velcro. You know, it's like those little tiny things along the outside of their jaw. Most snakes don't have fangs. That's kind of another myth. But I just heard her kind of release some of those teeth. They could have been embedded in the plastic a little bit. You're not going to be able to get that through. You're going to have to go sideways if you're trying to pull it through there. She is quite confused. She can smell and taste that mouse on the top, but the bottom is plastic. Can we still see her jaw down here? I don't know. There you go. See, she's trying to, like, not release the mouse, but move her lower jaw. That's what it looks like to me. I don't think she's going to be able to get it all the way up to the top, but she released it from the plastic, so she knows something is wrong under there. She doesn't want to release the top part, because if this were a wild mouse, if it hadn't been constricted yet, which, you know, they're not boa constrictors, but they do constrict prey in order to eat them. If it were a wild mouse, did you just go back? Yeah, she just kind of punched back. If it were a wild mouse and she released it, it could get away and then she wouldn't have anything to eat. So her instinct, even though it's a frozen thawed, is to not release it if at all possible. But I think she's going to have to reset. I don't know how this happened. I just came over and found her in this predicament. Oh my goodness. Now I have a, you know, pride is not the word I'm looking for video for my 18-year-old. Look at the light between her jaws. Yeah, mommy could help you instead of like just recording it, but I want to see how you figure this out because you're a smart snake. She's trying to get that bottom jaw up and out, or she's trying to pull it back through her water dish and glass, like in between the gap there. Now I really don't know what you're doing. They think quite slowly, so it takes her a little bit to process her information here and make a decision. Okay, so she's trying to get it back to her hidey hole, I think, by lifting it and getting it out of the gap between the water dish and the glass. That's what my prediction is that she's going to pull it back and try to get it to the other side. Smart. That's a smart girl, actually. Look at you. Look at that letter S. That's perfect. So she figured out a way to get it through that gap, which was too small for the lid. However, she's obviously still got it in her mouth. So now what are you going to do with it? I think she wants it over there because she wants to pull back down into her tunnel, which would straighten her out a little bit and allow her to fit the mouse in, whereas on the other side, she was kind of curled up. So over here, she can straighten it out. But see how she figured out how to get it through? There's only a couple, you know, there's maybe like an inch between, or an inch or two, between that water dish and the glass. So she lifted it up and pulled it over. That was actually really intelligent. But it took her 7 minutes to figure out how to do that. You just gotta wait for them to respond because they're cold-blooded. They don't work as fast as we do unless they're at a 98.6 degree enclosure temperature. Perfect shot of her bottom jaw here. Girlie, you're gonna have to release it. Alright, she's trying to pull it. She looks like a white snakehead down here. She's trying to like undulate it down into her throat because she tastes it on the top. It's a little ad for Flukers right here. It's the lid to turtle food, I believe. Sorry, I'm not on my tripod, so if it shakes, that's why. I'm also trying to get a good shot of her. What are you gonna do? She needs to back down into her tunnel, which is down here, to straighten out. But if she lifts it back over and pulls it through sideways, it will also get over there. She probably can't see the situation very well. So she's just going by what she tastes and smells, and she's tasting both mouse and something that is not mouse. Yeah, she's trying to walk it back down her throat and it's just not working. She'll figure this out. Still didn't figure it out, huh? I'm gonna center over here. Is she in blue? No. Oh, you're trying so hard. Sorry. She's trying so hard to get the mouse that she tastes down her throat. Okay, so there she goes down her tunnel. Again, she's not going to be able to get the whole thing down there. She's going to have to realize it at some point. I think she thinks that it's not fitting because her neck isn't straight. But that's actually not the problem. But she's kind of systematically going through her options here. Alright, I think I'm gonna help her. Let me go down and get the tongs, because I don't want to get bit even by a little one. Alright, sweetie, how did you... Alright, she's struggling. I'm gonna try to help here. I don't know how. It might just scare her and get her to release it, which I don't necessarily want that, but you definitely can't take it with you into your tunnel, my dear. Nope. Oh, how are we gonna do this? Oh, you're strong. God, you're strong. Okay, come on. There you go. I hope you didn't rip any teeth out. Oh my goodness. Poor baby. So I saw a little bit of moisture on this thing, but I know it's dark here, but I don't feel any teeth marks or anything. Actually, I feel a little sorry about my nails. This kind of stuff is why I don't have nice nails. Alright, that was really difficult. She is so super strong. I can't see her at all down there. But now that she's got the mouse, actually I do see the mouse tail going across diagonally. I'm sure that scared her, which I don't like, so I think this is a fluke. She's eaten fine every other time, almost every other time. So I'm not really worried about it happening again, but I might try a bigger lid, or just, I didn't see her, otherwise I would have given it straight to her. But yeah, so rat, snakes, and predicaments, it's fun. Glad she's okay. She'll get a meal, she'll forget about it. Alright, thanks for watching.